Oh, this one's going to be a fun one. I'm going to see if we can get everything to work correctly with Character Animator. Since Character Animator uses the webcam, I can't send it. I don't have a second webcam to actually record myself on green screen, so you'll see a green screen behind me. So this one should be pretty interesting. I'm going to do a quick recording of a voiceover. Getting everything ready behind the scenes. Oh yes. So yeah, we're going to see what we can do with this. Oh my god, Instinct Owl, welcome to the channel. Yes, you are first. We are going to, I was just chatting to myself. We're going to do a voiceover recording for Simple History. We're getting ready for the 1 million subs on that channel. So we've got a short script, and I'm going to be using Character Animator to animate the little puppet that we've created. He's the guy that does the little sponsor messages, and you're going to see that process. So this stream shouldn't be too long, but it'll give you some insight into how some of the little sponsor messages are produced. Now, I don't produce a lot of the actual animation. I do mostly just the sponsor messages and stuff like that. But as soon as we start here, you'll get an idea about what's going on. And there it is. Yes, welcome to the stream. So you guys are going to see a little bit of behind the scenes. So first things first, we have Character Animator, and this little guy is, I wonder if I can make him a little bigger for you guys. Maybe not. I don't want to screw up my UI here. So this guy is what I call the Simple Soldier. And he's one of the little puppets, and he's controlled by my webcam. And you can see little red dots and my little blue eyes and stuff like that on the image up here. That's simple face tracking. So it's actually looking at my head movements, looking at my eyes, and blinking and moving. He's also got a small breathing cycle. I don't know if you can notice the breathing cycle. And also I can move his hands around and stuff like this by clicking and dragging since I set him up, because this has all been rigged. So over on the left-hand side here, you'll see Simple Soldier, and this is the actual raw file. Now this is a vector file that was created in Adobe Illustrator by Dan Turner. He's pretty much the creator of Simple History. So this vector file, I had to make some adjustments to it. It's like you have to rig it for movement, and I'm an amateur at best with this particular software since I'm still learning it. I don't want to do that, but you can see here you have to add control points, a little draggable section here. You've got these little lines here simulate bones where it wouldn't flex. So you've got an elbow and stuff like that. So it's very interesting to, it appeals to my OCD about labeling things, especially files with lots of layers, which these do, because each one of these little pouches on his belt, that's one layer. Actually, there are multiple layers. The button is one, the lines are one. But I made some adjustments myself to make it a little easier for me to manipulate him in here. But as he stands now, and there's a few other ones that we do the simple tank guy. There's a simple aviator. and there's a medieval peasant that we have, and some of those are the promo characters. But it's very basic animation since I am not an animator by any means. But we can control variables pretty well. In fact, actually, he blinks his eyes, but I don't have microphone turned on. He's not going to open his mouth because I'm going to record the voiceover in Adobe Audition separately. And I'm going to import it here, and this software will learn that file, learn that sound, or that I think they're called visemes. I think they're called visemes, mouth visemes. I think that's the right word. And it automatically matches the sounds that I'm making to the mouth movement. So that's a whole other thing. But if you're interested in some learning basic animation, character animator is the way to go. I've always been interested in that ever since Bugs Bunny. But let's get going. So that's an overview of this stuff. Let's go hop over into, now you guys will lose the camera because I don't have camera in Audition, but I'm going to hop over to Adobe Audition. And we're going to record. We'll just call this the 1 million subs message. And I normally don't record in this sample rate, 48,000. It's great quality. 24-bit, I mean, you're never going to know the difference. But the reason I do this in 4824, that's my native PC. It also, Character Animator has some problems when I upload higher bit rates during playback. When I'm trying to listen to myself record something, or listen to myself in playback, and I'm trying to, move my head to match, it sounds all garbled. So it seems to not support higher sample rates or bit depths in Character Animator. But we're gonna record something. We're not gonna record that. All right, let's get the script open right over here on another tab, so you guys can see here. 1 million subs celebration. This is gonna be pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna start by getting rid of all this junk, and we're gonna start here. I sound like Bob Ross again. Happy little tree. I love Bob Ross. All right, so got my clicker. My dog clicker, for those of you who have never seen that before, and that's a little dog clicker which makes marks on the audio. You can see that big spike like that. So it knows I made a mistake, so I can easily see that I'm just an idiot and I can't speak properly. All right, so let's do this. Hey, Simple History fans, we just reached already made a mistake. We just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made it without you. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution, the ideas are limitless, and you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. And you can suggest what topics we'll cover next. And you could suggest topics. And you could suggest topics. Oh, I'm getting that wrong. I can't read, apparently. And you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see early episodes. Apparently I have, Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments, too. Now it's time to answer some of your questions. So here, this is the part where we're not going to do with the puppet. We don't need to. See you next episode. So we don't need to do any of that stuff. So I'm going to edit that. That's a very short one. So we're going to do some basic editing here. We're going to get rid of all this crap. And I'm sorry you can't see me on the stream. All right. I know I'm so incredibly attractive. My dog clicker, for those of you who have never seen it like that. So it knows I'm... Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached... All right, so we're going to get rid of all that. I'll leave all my breaths in for now. We just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made it.
Take out that breath because it doesn't make a
on our
difference.
videos. We couldn't have made it without you. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending.
So I'm going to get rid of that. That's me taking multiple breaths, which I don't really want.
Improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history.
So I definitely have some plosives. Those are the P. I'm pop my P's because my mic proximity
Better picture of events in history
is pretty close.
We want to explore new.
So let's get rid of that.
We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution. Pirates that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates.
Definitely a plosive there.
Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution. The ideas are limitless.
Got a lot of mouth noise because I have gum in my mouth because I'm lazy.
The ideas are limitless, and you could suggest what topics we'll cover next.
Lots of plosives. Yeah, I'm way too close.
You could suggest what topics we'll cover next.
Even next. Good God, Chris, what am I doing?
Next. And you can suggest what topics we'll cover next. And you could suggest topics. And you could suggest.
All of that gone. Look at that. All of that is just gone.
And you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. So, check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see early episodes. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see early episodes.
I can't. Apparently, I have. Yeah.
Check out our new YouTube sponsor. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments too.
So I got to clean all this up. Lots of mouth noise.
Comments too. Now it's time to answer some of your questions.
So we're going to leave a pause in there. Probably about a 2-second pause. We'll just double this up.
Really cool badge next to your comments too. So here, this is the part where we're not going to do with the puppet. We don't. See you next episode. So we don't need to do any of that.
So, see you next episode is where we're going to cut. That's me.
See you next episode.
So we don't need to listen to that. What I am going to do is record 5 minutes of room tone. So I got a lot of extra sounds here. My fridge must be running, but we'll get rid of that in post. All right, so we got our sample of our room tone.
See you next answer some of your questions. See you next episode.
So I'm going to get rid of that breath. All right, that's pretty much, whoops. That's pretty much how I want it.
Next episode.
Okay, so that's our rough edit. So I'm going to just save a copy of that. I'm going to call this raw. 1 million sub-message raw. That's a raw, uncompressed WAV file. It's only less than 10 megs, so it's not too bad. But what we're going to do is first capture a noise print here. And we're going to select the entire file, and we're going to reduce a lot of that background noise. Adobe Audition is fantastic at reducing background noise. Now, I don't take too much out. I leave a little bit in because I will come in with a gate, and I'll take most of that out. The gate will do a good job at taking that stuff out. So we're also going to run it through one of my declick process. That's Ozone. Ozone 8 has an amazing declick module plugin that gets rid of mouth noise. Since I just had coffee, you know what? Speaking of coffee, let's have some coffee. Oh yes, that was good. And it, but it's professional voiceover actor will not do that. I should just be I should be hydrating myself and actually eating properly. But I'm lazy. I just clean it up in post. Hey, Simple History fans, we just reached. So I'm going to get rid of that breath. I want this to be somewhat energetic, and I might do 2 takes at this, maybe another one tomorrow. But I want to get this one done so we have something to work with. Hey, Simple History fans, we just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. So right now I'm going to do some basic cleanup, which is what's called transients. Saying letters like T and P. Well, P is a plosive, but T and C, K, those make a lot of sharp spikes. They're very hard to listen to with most voices, my voices especially. So I try to get rid of those manually. Who watched, subscribed, and liked, or so still a little bit of mouth and a little bit of mouth noise in there. We're gonna get rid of most of that. And L's for some reason liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made those. If you have really good earphones on right now, you'll probably hear some of these couldn't have made it without you. Frequencies. Couldn't have made it without you. Mouth noise lives up sometimes past 10K hertz. So sometimes it can be hard for some people to hear. Without you. So what's next for the channel? So I don't know if I like that timing. Have made it without you. So what's next for the channel? So we're going to increase that a little bit. Without you. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation. So a little improving. To enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution, the ideas are limitless. And you could suggest what topics we'll cover. So topics a little strong. What topics we'll cover next. Check out our new YouTube's. Check out our a little bit of mouth noise in there. Some spittle. Check out our a little bit in there. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. So I haven't done any processing, any signal processing with this. It's just merely cleaning up audio by X. What I'm doing is there's an auto heal function that Adobe Audition has. And and you get, if you zoom into a waveform, right? And let's find a click. Oh, and you get a really cool badge. There's a click in there. A really cool. You can hear him. He's this little guy right here. Really cool badge. He's tough. He's what, about 4 or 5K? Inside there, it's tough to see, but this little guy right in here, put a circle right there. That's the mouth noise. And it's tough to see, but when you highlight just that section, I have a macro. It's auto heal. It heals basically it looks at the surrounding waveform, sees what shouldn't be there, or shouldn't be there, and gets rid of the potential offender. A really cool badge. Yeah, so it's a fantastic tool, and it's making me lazy. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments too. Now it's time to answer some of your questions. Couple of small little clicks in there. I'm going to take out. Time to answer some of your questions. This must be extremely boring. Imagine doing this for a full-time job. Some of your questions. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Answer some of your questions. Time to answer. So there's a double click in there I can't seem to find. It's time to answer. I see him. It's this guy right here. Time to answer. Oh, you know what? I think that's him right there. To answer. Yeah, that was him. That was one of them. Time to answer. And there's another one right there. Now it's time to answer some of your questions. Got them. Or questions. See you next episode. See you next episode. Okay, so for the most part, That's done. I'm also going to do one other thing. I'm going to increase the distance between questions. So we have nice. See you next episode. Lots of space. So that's it. So that's what I'm going to import. I'm going to do one last pass here for some bands. We just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made it without you. So what's next for the channel? So yeah, what is next for the channel? What are we going to do at 1 million subscribers? So what's next for the channel? I can't wait to find out. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. So I'm just going in and manually cutting out some of the scripts and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. To give you a better picture of events. To give you a better picture of events. It's in there. Picture of events. No, didn't get them. I think it's this one. Picture of events in. No, not that one either. Interesting. Wonder if he lives right there. Picture of event. Picture of a. Oh no, he lives over here. I see him. Picture of event. Picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So that's going to be what we're going to import. So I'm going to save that. Save, even though it's a raw file. That's fine. Now we're going to add some processing to it. So I've already declicked it. And what we're going to, I've already gated it. Our little dynamics. What we're going to do is actually use one of my presets that I do for simple history. Now this is mostly just plugins from Ozone. I have a hard limiter on there and an FFT filter. I do not mess around with my voice too much because it's already deep enough. I don't need to add bass. I add some brightness. I add some maximizing, a little bit of compression. Actually, here, let's go into it and I'll show you. So vintage EQ, dynamic EQ, vintage compressor, vintage tape, spectral shaper, maximizer. So I have all of those modules on Ozone 8 for my voice. And you'll see when I do this that it will squish it down a little bit. It'll actually take a little bit of time, but it will reshape the waveform. See, I got a little bit louder, but it keeps its dynamic range. And let's listen to it. Hey, Simple History fans, we just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. So there's still a little bit of mouth noise that it amplified, so I'm going to run another declick process on it. This time, I'm going to do this. Might be tough for some people to hear that, but it just will output the clicks only. Adobe Audition will. So I can actually hear, is it, you know, how bad is it? How bad are they? See this? What's that? We're going to take that off. Hey, Simple History fans, we just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made it without you. Sounds good. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and... All right, so I'm pretty happy with the way that sounds right now. So we've got a total track length of 53.361 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that as an MP3. And we're going to change it from RAW just to that message. And let's change it over here. So I have a whole bunch of other stuff in here. Let's change, actually, let's make a new folder in here. 1 million subs message. So let's, we'll save it in there. All right, so that's my file. And I got 48,000 hertz sample rate, 24-bit depth. So now we have it. So pretty much, we're going to go over to Character Animator. All right, now everybody can, hello, everybody can see me now. And you can see the little puppet guy wagging his head. I have those things on. I have those things turned on over here. These little lights indicate that I have that ready to record. It's armed for recording. and actually a few triggers, but I don't have any major triggers for this character since I don't, I understand that whole concept, but it's still a little weird for me. Oh, look, he's smiling. Hi. All right, so let's import that file, the one we just recorded, 1 million subs mess. All right, so now that we have that, we're going to throw that down here so you can see. I am going to adjust the length of this, which I think I said it was 53, so let's just go 54 seconds. So 54 seconds. Oh, look at this, I'm getting Twitter updates. So what we want to do here is when I highlight him, I want to highlight just the lip sync. I'm going to take off the face, take off the draggers, and I'll show you what that does in a minute. And we are going to control click 1 million subs, the audio track, and the puppet that we have in our scene. And up here on timeline, compute lip sync from scene audio. And this takes a minute. But what that does is it looks at the sounds that I'm making and will create visemes. These little lines in here, these are mouth shapes. And I'll show you. I'm going to play it back. Let me go back. Hey, Simple History fans, we just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who... So there are some... there are always some... Let's see here, I'll show you. So the word 1 million. So 1 million should be an O sound. Oops. 1 million. So right there, instead of an L, it should be an O. 1. So it just says L. So this should be 1 right here. So we can change that by right-clicking on it. So instead of that L shape, it should be, oh, second, you're welcome. Almond Plays. Hey, welcome to the stream, buddy. We're going to change that to O, and we're going to see. Reached 1 million subscribers. So I don't know if that's O. I might want the other, the oo sound. Reached 1 million subscribers. That's also a little bit too... 1 million subscribers. Yeah, so that's a little bit better, even though it's a little off. Let's do O and see what happens. Reached 1 million subscribers. Now, I like the smaller one. I'm not sure. I can't tell. I'm not an animator, so. Reached 1 million subscribers. So you can change visemes that look wrong. Notice me. Okay, I notice you. Almond Plays, man. What's going on? Notice me. I'm noticing you. All right. So let's listen to it again. And I'm going to pay close attention to the O's and the oohs and stuff like that. And that's one thing that maybe it's my voice that gets it. Let's go back. Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached 1 million subscribers. I'm back, boys. Bow Plays Gaming. Hey, welcome back, buddy. I remember seeing you yesterday. Thank you to everyone who watched. So, thank you to... So there's another viseme that's a little bit wrong. Thank you. The you. Ooh. Thank you to... Thank you. Thank you to... So... Thank you. So you. So we're going to change that one right there real quick. We're going to see what happens. Thank you to Yeah, that's a little better. Thank you to everyone who... So everyone. It got the woo for the one right there, but it didn't get everyone. Everyone. Everyone who... Everyone who... Everyone. Everyone. So right there. So that ah should be this. Everyone who watched. Yeah, that's better. I noticed this in the last time. Say hi, please. Hi. Should I do it in my... Should I turn the compressor up and then really do it really low? Low. All right. So let me get back to doing this. Who watched, subscribed, and liked or so that liked shouldn't be in there either. Commented on and liked and so this one, L, and liked. That definitely shouldn't be that. We're going to keep it as a long L. And liked or commented on our videos. it without you. So what's next for the channel? So what's next for the channel? So I'm going to change this to an O. So what's next for the channel? So we're also going to move it right over here. So what's next for the channel? Even the is a little too long. That's going to be way too long. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by older content. So that I want it as an O. Older content by improving. No, I don't want that. I want older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better. So it's getting close. I feel happy with this. Even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events. Even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. So that's close. History seems a little off. I do not play Roblox. I do not do that. Hey, I noticed I'm looking over at my my camera on the feed. Can you guys tell me if the camera keeps going out? If the little camera sort of resets itself? Seems to be like disappearing sometimes. Maybe that's just events in history. Yeah, it seems to be events in history. It's during playback. Pause during playback. That's why. Picture of events in history. Picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you. So yeah, with you. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's me doing it during playback. So, geez, I'm glad I noticed that. Yeah, I'm going to invest in a second webcam so I can have face recognition and I can have something else looking down at me so I can have a little more personality, because, having a green screen behind me is kind of chintzy. Of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution, the ideas are limitless. So that O doesn't belong in there, limitless. The ideas are So this woo should be that. Ideas are limitless. And you could, and the U comes in a little late, and you could. So we're going to do this. We're going to change that. And you could suggest, that's definitely better. I'm getting better at it, I guess. French Revolution, yes. What was I talking? Who was I talking to? There was a commenter on, I think it was one of the Berlin Wall ones. We were sort of asking for ideas, and one of the big ones was, I think it was Hacksaw Ridge, Desmond Doss. I don't know if any of you guys saw that movie, but that would make a great simple history episode. That was a great movie too. I really liked Andrew Garfield in that. And you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. Check out our new YouTube sponsor. So it's getting all the YouTube, which is good. Oops. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. So suggesting topics. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments too. So 2 definitely is wrong. It's 2. It's 2. So we're going to change these last 2 to ooh. Ooh. Comments too. Oh yeah, much better. Now it's time to answer. I noticed the more time I spend with making sure the mouth stuff looks right, the more immersive the character appears to be. Now it's time to answer. Now it's time to answer. Yeah. Now it's time to answer some of your questions. See you next episode. See you next. So the ooh seems to come in a little late. See you next episode. Ode. I also want the ode. Next episode. Next episode. Episode. Ode. Ode. Let's see what happens. Next episode. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. We're going to go all the way back and we're going to listen to it and pay close attention to the mouth, because I want to make sure that it's actually, let's do this. Let's use transform, and we're going to zoom right in, not to his crotch. I don't want to do that. Oh, no, let me move him down a little bit. All right, so we're going to do a two passes. I'm going to record it once. We're going to export it, and we're going to use Adobe Media Encoder to get it out. Bay of Pigs. Yeah, the Bay of Pigs. That would be a good one. I'll mention that. I'll throw that up the food chain too. French Revolution is definitely coming. I can tell you that much. That is definitely coming. Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made it without you. Okay, so I missed that last you, apparently, because that's definitely missing. Have made it without you. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Without you. So yeah, this EL without you. Yeah, that should be, we'll get rid of this. Actually, let's change it all and see how long you'll hold that O. Without you. That's a long time. That's a long time. Let's, yeah, let's see how, let's shorten that up a little bit. See what happens. Out you. So, yeah, that's better. That works. Couldn't have made it without you. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Roman pirates. Themes of history. I suggested ancient Roman pirates, but I got shot down, even though I don't know if they existed. New areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted. Does it help you in class? Really? That's good. I've seen a lot of comments from people, people in class, people in school that that say they get a lot of good information. If I know it's simple, but it does give a lot of good information for people to sort of dig. Maybe a little bullet point here or there that they didn't know about. But that's awesome. That's honestly, it makes it kind of worthwhile for us to, at least for me, to when I'm doing these recordings and putting time in to create the content, knowing that people are learning something, it's huge. It's just huge for me. I don't want to say, I'm going to pontificate for a second. People that have that desire to learn something, it's one of those human qualities that it's important to have. Oh, we got another one. I am a fan 101. Awesome. Welcome to the channel, bro. But yeah, I'm glad you get something out of it, because that's the whole idea. That is the whole idea. All right, I'm going to go back. Themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution. The ideas are limitless, and you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments, too. Now it's time to answer some of your questions. See you next episode. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I am pretty happy with that. So we've got a basic scene. So I have no movement except for I don't know if you guys can see that sort of subtle breath. In fact, I might even take that out because it seems to it's pointless. And it's an animation that I'm at 30 frames a second, and I love doing 60 frames a second because I'm a gamer. I like my 60 frames a second, but it doesn't like to animate at 60 frames a second. So it sort of chugs up my computer too. All right, so I have lip sync is done. I'm actually going to let me go back to. Thank you for making this video. It helps me learn more about wars. That's awesome. Yeah, we're going to be making quite a bit more. I mean, there's still so much more that we plan on tackling in the upcoming months and years. I know years. That sounds weird. All right, let's go back to 100. And let's move him back to the center. Typically what I like to do is I'll do a recording, or I'll create the lip sync, and I'm going to unarm that. So I'm not going to record it. But Dragger, I'm going to do first. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do Dragger first. So Dragger is, you love the channel and you love the voice. Hello. 1 free sub. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Dragger is like this. I can move him, basically just his arms, because animating in a full character like this, I would rather do it in 3D. Honestly, I would much rather do it in, like, what is it, Unity? Is it Unity I'm thinking of? I think it's Unity. Or Blender. To create this character in 3D and then animate it. That I would feel comfortable with. But since this is a 2D drawing that we're sort of manipulating, this is technically not animating, since it's just sort of puppet. It's like puppeteering. But I like to record the voice first. We did that earlier. We recorded the voice track, stuck it in here, screwed around with the visemes to make the mouth movement look good. Now what we're going to do is do a recording of the arms, the dragger. So what I like to do is sometimes I'll move him up like he's talking, like he's using his hand to make a point, and I basically will move it, move it to a little bit. It can get distracting, so I'll move it back here. I'll move it back to his chest, and just to blah, blah. So you'll see what I'm talking about. And then I come back and I do the other arm when the other one isn't moving. All right, so that's the rest position. I'm going to go back to the start, and you're going to hear a couple of beeps, and then you're going to see. Make sure I get everything turned off. Triggers turned off. Oh, damn it! I'm going to put him back. So this is the starting pose. And actually, let's scale him up slightly so he takes up most of the screen. Because what Dan will do is he'll take out. Thank you for the shout out. It means a lot to me. I'm a fan 101. No problem, dude. I mean, that's the whole idea, man. I mean, it's a community. I would be where I am today if I didn't enjoy community. So what I do is green screen, and then Dan actually will take this out. He's the one that puts together all the full animation, the entire episode. These are just the little spots. But he'll green screen this out, and well, you guys have seen them. He'll have images going in the background and stuff like that. So I want to get as much of him on the screen as I can. So I do a full body, and then I'll do a close-up of his face, so it's in, it's got enough resolution there to whatever. Can I do you? Almond Plays. Almond Plays. Hello. Thank you. Welcome to the channel, Almond Plays. I like that. Almonds. I just had a whole bag full of macadamia nuts. I know that doesn't make any sense, but Almond Plays. I like almonds too. Okay, and speaking of food, I need some coffee in a drink shaker. All right, let's do this. We're gonna do a dragger take, and we're gonna see how we can get it. Let's get it looking all right. And actually, even if I talk during this, it doesn't matter because nothing's armed for recording. Can I ask a question? What will be in the next video? Well, I can't tell you exactly what's going to be in the next video. I can give you some ideas, right? So here, let's do this. Let me go over to a folder. What's today? The 17th? Oh my God! Today's the 28th, right? No, is today the 29th? Oh, today's the 29th. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have to go delete some stuff on one of my drives. I need a bigger solid state drive. I need like a couple of terabyte solid state drive. All right, so let me go into a folder here. I know you wanted to know what was coming up next, but let me give you an idea. And I can't show you this, but I have it off on my other monitor. All right, so we did recently. I did a couple of simple history episodes. I'll tell you what's coming up. So there is one about super glue during the Vietnam War. That was very interesting to me because I didn't know anything about super glue, other than it just sort of glues stuff together. I didn't realize it had medical uses and stuff like that, but it was introduced or created back in the I think it was the 60s. But we did one on super glue, and I can't show you that one. And we also did one. I did a live stream yesterday. Peter Freuchen. That one is also another one which is an interesting story. It's about a guy who was an explorer, and he saved himself. If you heard the stream, go watch my previous video from yesterday. You'll hear a lot of that voiceover that I did for it. But those two are coming up soon. But also Dan has a lot of other projects going on. He's got a lot of other ideas. Like he just uploaded one a few minutes ago. Strange Stories. It was not Strange Stories. Weirdest Jobs. Was it Weirdest Jobs? Or Really Disgusting Jobs? Chimney Sweep. So yeah, he's got a lot going on, and I don't do all the voiceover stuff for it because we have a few other people that do it. But there are definitely some cool stories coming up, and we're looking for ideas. So keep an eye out for some of the pinned comments. MREs, yeah, that would be a good. MREs would be a really good thing, especially MREs from different nations, especially during World War II or Vietnam. What MREs did the Canadians have? Did the French have? Did the Germans have? That would be an interesting one. But I can post these up to Dan as well to see, because he's the ultimate. He's the writer, so he writes pretty much all of that stuff. But that's a good one. MREs would make a good simple history episode, just simply because everybody has them. Every army has that stuff. So it would be nice and easy to write. But keep an eye out for some pinned comments that in some of the upcoming videos about suggesting, questions you have. Can you do one on this? Can you do one on that? We're looking for that kind of information. So, and there'll be more to come. Well, there'll be definitely more to come about how you guys can communicate with the creators. About what we can do. Remember Geography Planet? Of course I remember Geography Planet. I love geography too. That's why I like doing those, doing Geography Planet. Even the, let's put it this way. Here's a, I don't want to say a sneak peek, but something that I've been passionate about in my life. Imagine a channel like Simple History, but simple science. That would be interesting. So anyway, more to come. All right, let's finish. Let's go back to this. We're going to do some animation here. We're going to animate. I'm going to listen to this, and I'm going to move his right hand around as if, hello, I'm speaking. So let's do that. Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made it without you. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution, the ideas are limitless, and you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments, too. Now it's time to answer some of your questions. See you next episode. All right, so that is one handle. Hey, Simple History fan. So that is his right arm. Nice animation. Oh, yeah, right. That's me manually doing it, by the way. I'm trying to give him some oomph. Oh, yeah, let me do return to rest. Yeah, right. So he's got these little jiggly arms. I love it, especially when you do things like this. I love that. There's a way around that to prevent that from happening, but I can make him. All right, I guess stop playing. All right, so that's one arm. Make him dab. Yeah. So let me Actually, let me turn that back to hold in place. And we're going to go back and I'm going to get rid of that handle. I'm going to see it.
We just reached 1 million subscribers.
Yep. So I recorded that arm. Now I'm actually going to record the other arm. So I'm going to make sure those are there. Actually, let me go back to the beginning. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. That's approximately where it was. And I'm going to use the right arm in very small movements. I don't like to make, because, you know, nobody talks like that. So, well, some people do. I sometimes do, especially if I'm, you know, talking about or if I'm doing a movie trailer. In a world where one man moves another man's hand, you know, that kind of stuff. My hands are always in my face. So, all right, we're going to record his other arm moving around. I would like to be a sponsor, but I don't know how to be a supporter. Can I teach you how? Well, yes, I can. Let's do this. Let me open up YouTube. I'm getting sidetracked, right? Open up YouTube. Let me go into my subscriptions, and I'll check out my Simple History page, right? So you should have, I'm going to move this over right so you can see it, right? So up on here, now here's the thing. I don't think you can do this on a phone. I don't believe you can. I saw some people talking about my camera is weird. Oh, what, my face is weird? Yeah, it is, because I have dots, little motion capture dots. But let me get back to this. So sponsoring. Up here, you see the subscribe. Wow, 970,000 already. There's a little button here that should show up that says sponsor. If you click that, you'll be able to basically, I think it's $5 a month. I think you give $5 a month. You get early access. You get to comment on the early access stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do, but you have to basically click that button and then have some form of payment, you know, like that registered with, I'd say, like a Google Wallet or some way to pay them, PayPal, some way to pay through YouTube, and that will donate to the channel. And once you're there, you basically will get access to early access stuff in the community, right? I had early access for a whole bunch of stuff. You know, sponsors, you'll see these little sponsor-only posts and stuff like that. My camera is weird, Chris. Okay, all right, I'm coming back. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to put this over here, but I'm going to close that off. All right, my camera's weird. Let me go back. Let me see what's going on. My camera is weird. My camera is weird. Is it weird? You guys can't see me on there? It looks good on OBS, but who knows? It could be weird. I will do more gameplays, by the way. I like playing Overwatch. One thing I'm not good at is actually editing them after the fact. I just like live streaming and just let me be myself, so I don't have to. Yeah. Anyway, long story short. History of Simple History. Yeah, that's actually something I've proposed. A few sort of behind-the-scenes collaborations. So I do mine, and Dan's cool with it. But yeah, my face has red dots. So I'm glad you mentioned that. My face has red dots because Character Animator needs the signal from my webcam in order to do what I'm about to do next. So you're going to see these red dots are face tracking dots. I don't know if you've ever seen like behind the scenes on movies and stuff. I know it doesn't look, especially if it makes me look like I have red eyebrows and it looks like I'm all angry. Arr. Especially the eyes are all weird. But it's basically face tracking. It looks scary. But you'll see now. So I'm going to do the other hand, and then I'm going to show you why the dots are on there. I can't get rid of them because it just does it. So let me do this. So let me go in and record his right arm.
Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made it without you. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to
what's weird? I
enhance older
can't
content
see
by improving animation,
the other hand
and even
moving.
extending
I know it's
scenes
there,
to give you a better picture of
but
events
it's definitely
in
not
history.
showing. So
We
I
want
have
to
no
explore
idea
new
if it's
areas
moving or
and
not.
themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates,
So I'm just going to let it
ancient
go.
Romans, the French Revolution. The ideas are limitless, and you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments, too.
Now it's time to answer some of your questions. See you next episode.
Okay, we're going to leave it alone. We're going to watch that. And I'm really curious what the arm, what that other arm is doing.
Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached 1 million subscribers.
Okay, so
thank you.
did I delete the wrong one? Uh-oh. Maybe I deleted the wrong one last time. All right, guess what? We're going to undo that. And I'm going to go back and
To everyone who watched, subscribed, and
I think I did. I deleted the wrong. We're going to do that. It was take 53, I believe. Let me go back.
Hey, Simple History fans.
Yeah, there it is. That's what it is.
Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached 1 million subscribers.
Maybe I'll just leave
Thank
one.
you to everyone who watched,
one arm.
subscribed, and liked.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave one arm. Screw that. Screw that. So that handle we're going to get rid of, and I think that's the right
Or
handle.
commented.
No, I got rid of the wrong handle again. All right, we're just going to leave them both in there. Screw it. So now we are going to play around with the red dots on my camera. So I'm going to undo dragger. And what I am going to do is input face. Now you're going to see the head. Now you're going to see some acting. So I could do this live. This program will allow me to just record live, but I don't have, well, here. This may, see, I don't want to turn on my microphone because my microphone, if I turn this on over here, it may screw up OBS and it may screw up the whole stream. So I'm not going to do that. But this thing can do live. So I can, blink my eyes, raise my eyebrows slightly, and capture the performance. But the mouth won't do anything because I do that separately. So all of this, if here, watch, I'll show this. Head position strength. If I bump this all the way up, you'll see, yeah, I can almost have his head coming. Oh. So I like to keep that down really low because I only want some subtle movements like this, because you'll see me trying to emphasize certain things, certain syllables. Eyebrow strength, yeah. Eyelid strength, I will leave that off. Mouth strength, I don't even need because it doesn't matter. But eyebrow tilt, I'm going to up a little bit because I want to have, oh, geez, that's a lot of tilt. Let's do 35. So we're going to set rest pose. Okay. So as oh, look at my eyebrows. So I'm going to be blinking a lot. And I'll try to blink on certain, punctuations. All right, so I'm going to set rest pose. Now you're going to see a little take. This is acting at its finest. Oh, it is fine. All right, let me start with a smile. So.
Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos. We couldn't have made it without you. So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution, the ideas are limitless, and you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments, too. Now,
oops. Okay, so I'm going to start again. I got to do a new take since I cut it a little early, but that's okay. That's okay, since I can start picking up right there.
Now it's time to answer some of your questions. See you next episode.
Okay, so that take, I'm going to see if I can actually, yeah, we'll leave that alone. Nice smile. Yeah, you're right. So actually, I should show you guys the actual the raw file in Adobe Illustrator and what it actually looks like, because the mouth shapes come with Character Animator. Like there's a mouth pack. Actually, a Character Animator is amazing. I just don't know it enough. I spend all my time with audio software. All right, so let's go back and just listen to that. Let's watch the whole thing, because this should be relatively good.
Hey, Simple History fans. We just reached 1 million subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked or commented on our videos.
I know you guys can't see me because the camera's off.
So what's next for the channel? We are striving to enhance older content by improving animation, scripts, and even extending scenes to give you a better picture of events in history. We want to explore new areas and themes of history with you that we haven't depicted yet. Pirates, ancient Romans, the French Revolution, the ideas are limitless, and you could suggest what topics we'll cover next. Check out our new YouTube sponsor feature to see episodes early and influence our channel by suggesting topics. Oh, and you get a really cool badge next to your comments, too. Now it's time to answer some of your questions. See you next episode. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Simple History Fan. I'm a new subscriber. That's awesome, man. Thanks for coming in on the stream. You're joining me about an hour in, so yeah, we've covered quite a bit. We did some recording, but what you just probably saw was the latest little sponsor, or not sponsor bit, but the latest little plug for the fact that we're coming up on 1 million subscribers, which is amazing because I know I started with Simple History. I think it was less than 1,000, I think, when we started. And we've been going strong ever since. But hopefully, it's, the voice. Hopefully, my voice is helping. I do get some good feedback from subscribers, from fans that say it sounds good. But if there's ever a time when it doesn't sound good, hell, come onto my channel and say, "All right, you sound like ass. You got to fix your sound. It sounds terrible." I will definitely fix it because I'm all about good sound. All right, so we just recorded that. I'm almost happy with that. I think that's about it. There's not much else that I want to do with this. We did the visemes for the mouth. We got those pretty good. Look at those eyebrows. Wait, I want to try his. How to do it? Have his draggers. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. I should upload that and give that to him. See if he can do anything with that. Or I should just get him to flip everybody off. No, I don't want to do that. I've tried to get him to salute once, but it didn't quite, because it would have to be way over here. Oh my God, his arm. How do I fix his arm? Damn it. There we go. I had to get his hand in front of his helmet. Oh, look at that. All right, I gotta stop playing. But you can't see it. Like, I'd have to do it sort of like a British salute, which doesn't quite work for an American soldier, but yeah, I can't animate it to save my life. Oh my God, thank you for the shout out. Anytime, man. Anytime. So, that's pretty much it. I'm going to make sure that he is in default position, and we're going to export that. Make a gun and point it at his head. All right, let me export this, and I will show you exactly that I have done that before with the the tank commander. Or it was the tank. He was one of the tank crewmen, and I think he's got an MP45. No, he doesn't have an MP45. I think it was a grease gun. I think he had one of the grease guns. And I had some fun with that. I'll show you that. I saved him in here too. But let me export this as, what do we want to do here? What do we want to call this? You can see all my projects that we've done here. 1 million subs message on my 6 terabyte drive, which is getting filled rapidly. All right, so this is going to take some time to encode, so I'm probably going to end the stream here and pick it up later on. Only because this is encoding, 1080. I think I have it at 1080p, whatever, a high bit rate. I want to do 4K, but it's not worth it with animation. So yeah, that's going to go right into my external drive. Let's make sure. Make sure it's encoding. Not currently encoding. It failed. Why did it fail? Could not read from the source. Okay. We're going to find out a little bit about that. I'm going to go back to Media Encoder. So maybe, you know what? That could be because I am streaming at this time. No, no, please, please, no. Yeah, you want me to stay? Don't end where you just got there, dude. I'll be back. No, seriously, I'm probably gonna play some Overwatch after I'm done with this. I gotta get up early, but screw it. I just want to make this work, but encoding eats my machine. I mean, it eats every machine, but encoding video. Whoops, can't spend a million. Encoding video does eat up a lot of horsepower. So let's try this. If this doesn't work, we'll have to pause the stream, but I will definitely be back. And besides, I think I'm going to be doing this tomorrow night. I got a bunch more stuff that I want to do. Million sub message. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, there it goes. 1 million sub message, and no error encoding. So I'm gonna end the stream here so I can encode this, because that encoding process takes a good 20 minutes, even for what was it, 50 seconds. It takes a good 20 minutes to encode all that stuff. So guys, thanks for sticking around. I'll be back. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, I'm at Chris Kane VO at Twitter, or on Twitter. I usually post a quick Twitter message beforehand. In fact, actually, if you sub to me on this on YouTube, I know you get little updates that pop up if you have notifications on, which is kind of awesome. But I'll be back, guys. Thanks for tuning in and kind of watching me through this thing. What do we do? An hour and 6 minutes? That's pretty good. I don't want to sound like I'm getting too bored here, but I want to make sure I can encode and get you this stuff out, or get this stuff out to Dan. Anyway, guys, thank you again. I am going to stream, yes, but Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we tossed it around. That's a tough subject. But anyway, guys, thank you. I will be back, I would say maybe half hour to an hour at the very most. Guys, have a good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are.